friends, welcome to my journey of YouTube. My name is Anushka Vadva. Today's topic for JavaScript learning is how we can write JavaScript in our editor, its syntax and more. So stay tuned. Today we will see how to remove alert and also how to add JavaScript in our IDE. So, to remove this alert box and still have the same result, instead of writing alert, we can log it in the console itself. Say console.log today is plus date and enter. Now it gets log right here in the console. This is the exact same information it is giving but without alert box. But nothing is happening on the web page itself. It is still empty. Switch back to the Elements tab here. You can see the current document contains only two things, a head and an empty body. If I want to add some new HTML into this page, so that content will go between the body tag, as I already have a date variable here, so I don't need to set it again. Now I will take the document, then get a hold of body and add some HTML inside. And that will be done by calling the document .body.innerHTML equals our head, the date today is quotation marks plus date and head close. When I run this, the HTML page is also updated and output is on the page. Now if I look at the Elements tab and see the body, so here we have an h1, but it only exists in the browser because it was added using JavaScript. And now that I know it works, I can improve it a little bit and make it more readable. So back to console and document.body.innerHTML equals head, the date today is date dot get month plus / plus date dot get date get year plus close our head. Let's see the output. After running this, I get a string that's much shorter because we grabbed date object and reduced it down to specific information. Now, if you notice, there is something really strange here. So today is 8 January, but month here is 0. Now this is because when you ask a computer to give you a list of items from 1 to 10, it will return a list that indexed as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And since we are asking for the month object, we are getting the number in the index because January is indexed to 0. And to fix this, we need to help the JavaScript along a little bit. I will hit up the arrow on the keyboard to get back the month and wrap it in the parentheses. And then I will add 1. Now if I go and run it, it is correctly showing the date. Today is January 8, 2020. It might be confusing for you right now, but need not to worry. JavaScript can be confusing for the first time. Everything we did will be further covered in details. It's just an introduction to console. Now before we start to write our script, there are some rules that we need to know. So first is JavaScript is a case sensitive language. In JavaScript, casing of words matters. For example, variable small a and variable capital A are two completely different things. Second, use camel case. It means we can declare a variable name with two words, say big number, by using capital N for the number. Third, it does not care about white spaces, but you should, because how you will lay your document doesn't matter to the browser. The problem is your code will be hard to read for humans, plus it will create confusion between your statements. So we don't need to add white spaces, but to make it understandable, we add white spaces. Fourth, end each line with semicolon. Technically, JavaScript doesn't care about semicolons except for the few situations. But if you will not use them, code will be very hard to read. So it's a good practice, and semicolons will also keep your code structured. Fifth, use comments liberally. Comments are string of text that are ignored by the browser. They are sort of notes to humans about the code in JavaScript. Single line comments are created with 2 forward slashes, and multi-line comments starting with a forward slash and an asterisk and ending with asterisk and forward slash. So it's again a good practice to add comments. We will add an inline JavaScript in HTML. So let's go to our text editor. JavaScript has a dedicated HTML script tag that wraps around the tag symbols. Script tag is placed inside both head, the body tag. If we want the script to run before the contents of the page we are rendered, add it to head, and if you want it to run after contents of the page are rendered, add it after body. Here I have placed this script tag after body. So in our script tag, we have a date variable and it is assigned new date. After that, grab the document and our string today is plus date and h1 closed. Now if I open it in the browser, you will see heading at the top. There, today is and then date. And if I inspect this page inside, the body element over here, we have h1 with correct text. But what happens if I place this script inside head? Alright, now let's have this script inside head. And back to the browser and reload it. Nothing is there in the view part. And on the console, there is an error that says cannot set property. This is because the browser is literally rendering the page from top to bottom. And if I again run it after the body element, so everything works good. So this means the order in which you provide your content, your browser will render it.
Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, leave a comment. See you next time.